So I know things look a little different. I don't have the border around me. The camera angle is kind of weird. I don't have the ring light above me. Kind of a weird transition period because I just haven't been making many videos during New Blood. I think a lot of people are taking a break during New Blood, which I was taking a break, and I'm taking advantage of that time to sort of rework things, make things just a little bit prettier, a little nicer on the eyes. But yeah, it's been over a month since I've made a video. Most of the videos that I make come from like games I've had, and usually what I see in those games, like, oh, this person's playing like shit because X and Y. I should make a video about it. Oh, this person's making holes. I'm gonna make a video about holes, even though that video is like a million years old now. And because I've been playing games recently, I've been able to find things to make videos about. And one of the things I want to make a video about right now is castling and like over fortifying site. Because you'd be surprised how many people are like over fortifying a site and they don't realize that's why they're losing their game. Like I'll do like a really fortified setup right now and show you what I mean by like a castled up, like fortified turtle setup. So this is the kind of turtled setup I will see from people, like usually silver, lower, where they'll do this wall, they'll do this wall, they'll castle it off for good measure. This is castled, this is reinforced, barricaded, whatever the fuck. I can't think of words right now. I just woke up for the day. You know, fortify there, fortify there. We left cache home, we left bathroom open, but we did castle there. So before New Blood last season, I did make a video about like if you make head holes, you know, make holes here, etc., etc. As an attacker, you get scared. This is sort of the opposite of that video. This is what you're doing wrong to make the attackers more comfortable. Because if I'm attacking into this is the most comfortable fucking, like, setup I could ever see. This right here screams free A-side take. Because I don't have to worry about here, really. There's no holes, you can't see me. I don't have to worry about the door, because it's castled off. I don't have to worry about here, I don't have to worry about here, because there's no holes. And really, the only way I can come through is bathroom. Which, on paper, you don't want to push through just one single point, because, you know, that's just one place that the enemy has to, you know, look at. You know, they could just play behind chassis. They could, like, play in the doorway here, etc., etc. But all it'll take is, like, a drone or two for the attackers to either go, hey, there's too many people here, we should push B, or to go, hey, there's a person on one ping, and then peek it aggressively and win that duel. Like, being able to peek aggressively is what these, like, turtled up compositions really don't have. Because when you're turtled up, you want to, like, sit in sight and sit on cams and hold an angle on all game. That's not really how you win at Siege. Like, on defense, you know, maybe. But all it takes is one person to be, like, have better aim, first of all. But all it takes is one person to be aggressive and push into sight for that entire thing to fall apart. Or even, here's another thing. It takes one thermite to blow this wall. And that's it. Your entire turtle setup is fucked. Or it takes, you know, one sledge to break that. And now, you know, now they have access to red again. And, you know, because you turtled up over here, you have nowhere to run. Because you turtled up over here, you have nowhere to run. You are literally, when you make a turtled setup like this, you are fish in a barrel. There's nothing for you to do. Because once they get one point of entry, or make their own point of entry, which is the point of attacking, you don't have a way out, really. You have fucked yourself. That's why when you see, like, a lot of, like, higher end, like, you know, Emerald, Champion, even Pro League setups, they have rotates in and out of sight. They have, you know, this will be, you know, maybe a vault hole or a head hole. This will be a crouch hole or something. They'll have a way out here. They'll have a way out here. This door is not barricaded. Stop barricading. Why are people still barricading doors? Even off castle, I don't get it. Like, they will have multiple ways in and out of sight. Because you never want to be cornered. You never want to be in just a box. Like, let me go over here really quick. Like, normally, you'll see, like, one really passive player sitting in here, and that's the whole plan. What do they do when they push B? Or when, you know, they decide to just push into vault and push the guy, and you have no way out because you didn't make a rotate here? Like, that's what a lot of these turtle setups become. They become like these tin cans in which you are the sardines waiting to be opened. Like, turtling up like this leaves you so vulnerable as a defender. Because where are you going to go? What is plan B? Like, sitting on site should not be your plan A, unless obviously you're an anchor, but that more nuanced. That shouldn't be your plan A. Your plan A should be like having a guy, you know, in red, not castling this, holding a foothold here, or even down here. You should have, you know, roamers holding arcade side. By the way, if you suck at defending this site on theme park, have people playing arcade side. Stop full reinforcing this wall. That's my tip. That's free. Use that. But you want roamers. You want people around the map stopping them from hitting site. Because if your roamers take a duel and waste a minute, the attackers now have, like, only a minute 30 left to hit site. As opposed to everyone's on site. You have nothing out here stopping them. And now they have, like, 2 full minutes, 2:30, just to hit site. You need roamers to waste time. You need people off-site to waste time. If your whole plan is lock everyone out, just sit in the bunker, you are giving the attackers the entire fucking map and the entire fucking timer to just walk in and do whatever the fuck they want. So that's my theme park example. I'm gonna do a fucking example on another map. All right, first floor cafe kitchen. We all know this site. We've all done the reinforce every wall, reinforce freezer, get a guy to get the hatch. This is a really fucking good site for not turtling. Because there's a few things you have to worry about. If you fully reinforce bake here, honestly, this is really like the only wall you should be full reinforcing. But when you fully reinforce this one, let me go ahead and, you know, go over to fucking red stairs really quick. As an attacker, you want control of this full hall because it cuts off 2 of the stairways and a full entrance into site. Like, if you have control of this entire hallway, there is no way for a roamer to come back to site. This is, like, the position you want to get as an attacker. And if you fortify this fucking double wall here, guess how much resistance you have as an attacker if you come through this window? This wall here, which may also be reinforced. Like, there's really... The roamers could be here, roamers could be here, roamers could be here, etc., etc. They could all be on the left, and sites on the right. You've basically, as an attacker, you want to attack and control this highway of death. Especially because attackers have longer range guns than defenders typically do. Full reinforcing this wall, there's one less thing attackers controlling this hall have to worry about. They just have to hold basically here, or if there's a guy going white stairs, here. That's all they really have to hold. They don't have to worry about here. Like, even if you put a mirror here and go, hey, they're pushing red hall. Cool. All of your defenses for red hall are fucked now. So you full reinforce this wall because you don't want them to, like, get an angle here into sight. Meanwhile, you've got, like, 3 to 4 people inside sight. Let me just go ahead. Average cafe game. You got, like, a guy here. There's a guy here. There might be a guy, like, here. And maybe you've got that one guy who's really paranoid about prep because they always take prep. This is turtled to shit. Like, there's 2 points of entry and exit. And if the attackers get full control of one and win the duel on that side of the site, you're fucked. On top of that, because this is a first floor site, I'm not gonna bother with a shotgun. You've also got to worry about the vertical. So if you're full turtling, if you've got maybe like 1 roamer, maybe 2 if you're feeling real generous, and those roamers, you know, die, then you have to worry about them getting full vertical control here. And because you're turtled, there's nothing you could do except hope that one sticks their entire fucking head here. Like, it's fully turtled. What? You're just fully locked into sight. They're opening the fucking can, and you are the sardine just waiting. I don't know why I'm on that sardine analogy so much. Like, especially when you're on a fucking first floor or even second floor site, and they can get vertical on you, you don't want a fucking turtle. Even thrown on theme park, which is usually a very turtle-heavy site, you only put 1 or 2 people in sight. Everyone else should be roaming. Everyone else should be upstairs. If you are going to hard turtle a site like this, you need roamers. You need like 3 people playing up here. Arguably even 4 and just 1 dude holding down the fort. Like, being inside of sight, being inside of that big metal fuck-off box, will get you fucking killed. It's a barrel, and you are the fish. So, if you only dedicate, like, 1 or 2 people in there, when you do a turtle setup, then the attackers take it, and now you've got, you know, all your people up here shooting down into the barrel, forcing the attackers to come upstairs and deal with the roamers. You want your bodies allocated where there are escape routes and ways to play their life. If you have people playing inside the metal box where there's no way in or out, you have doomed that player to die. So yeah, TLDR. Stop over-fortifying site. You know, think about ways to get in. Think about ways to get out. Don't corner yourself. If you corner yourself, you're fucked. Just, that's sort of the big thing. Stop cornering yourself and, you know, stop giving up the map for free. Please stop just over-fortifying everything. Like this right here, I feel no threat coming down red stairs as an attacker. Especially if I've got a guy here. But if, you know, there's a hole here, like a head hole or even like a hole there, I really don't want to peek that. And, yeah. Peace. I'm going to try making more videos, but shit's wild these days.